Catholic World, brought to you by Newsnet.
Hijab controversy in a Latin Catholic school in Kerala. Principal of St. Rita's Public School, Sister Helena Alibi, did not allow a Muslim girl to wear the hijab over school uniform. The incident sparked questions and protests from the students' parents and extended family. The principal shut down the school for 2 days, citing mental stress caused by the situation. Kerala's General Education Minister declared on 15th October that the government would not allow schools in the state to become religious flashpoints. He said the school had violated the students' fundamental rights. The Kerala Latin Catholic Church condemned the education minister's reaction to the uniform dispute as irresponsible and illegal. The girl's parents have backed down. They said that the girl would attend school and abide by the prescribed uniform.
नंस के ऊपर जो आपने केस लगाया सरासर झूठ है.
Amid increasing hostility against minorities, the Catholic Religious of India, CRI, Ranchi unit, held a deliberation on anti-conversion law, impact and response. The meeting, convened on October 11th at Manresa, the mother house of the Ranchi Jesuit province, brought together 115 priests, nuns, scholastics, and novices from various congregations, including the Jesuits, the Ursulines, the Sisters of Charity of Jesus and Mary, SCJM, St. Anne's, and the Missionary Sisters of the Queen of the Apostles, SRA. In its final resolution, the Assembly pledged to stand in solidarity with all who are oppressed, Dalits or Adivasis, Muslims, Christians, women, and the poor with equal commitment and compassion.
Catholic World, brought to you by Newsnet.
Jesuit Father John Felix Raj, the Vice-Chancellor of St. Xavier's University, Calcutta, has been honored with the Tagore Award in the United Kingdom for his lifetime achievements in education and leadership. The award ceremony was held at the House of Lords, Palace of Westminster, London, by the Global Collaboration Forum, Indi Setu. The award, named after Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore, recognizes individuals who have made outstanding contributions while embodying Tagore's vision of global harmony and intellectual excellence.
Sister Rose Paite, from Mizoram, received the National Award from the Catholic Mental Health Ministry at the World Mental Health Day Conference in Kerala. Sister Rose, a member of the Missionary Sisters of Mary Help of Christians, has devoted over 25 years to uplifting women, children, and marginalized groups. Her pioneering efforts in preventing human trafficking, promoting safe migration, and advocating for domestic workers' rights have transformed lives.
On Sunday, 13th October, a total of 600 relief kits were distributed to flood-affected households following last month's devastating floods in Hyderabad. In a swift humanitarian response, the Salesian province of St. Joseph, Hyderabad, in collaboration with the Don Bosco Network, DBN, delivered critical relief to hundreds of displaced families over the weekend. Shillong Don Bosco Sports Academy are the champions of the first ever All India Don Bosco Inter-Province Under-17 basketball tournament. The Don Bosco Sports Academy of Shillong Province, INS, emerged victorious at the Inter-Province tournament held in Hyderabad last week. The event was organized by the Salesian Provincial Conference of South Asia, SPCSA, and DBY Sports Academy. It was hosted by the Hyderabad Province, INH, at Don Bosco School of Excellence, Motinagar, and Don Bosco High School, Erragadda.
Every year, typhoons and floods force families out of their homes, wipe out livelihoods, and push millions deeper into poverty. But this time, it's not the weather that has people outraged. On September 21st, 2025, tens of thousands of Filipinos poured into the streets of Manila. Their demand was clear: justice in one of the country's biggest corruption scandals in decades. At the center of it all are flood control projects, nearly 10,000 of them, worth more than 545 billion pesos, or 9.5 billion US dollars. These projects were supposed to protect communities. Instead, many turned out to be substandard or worse, completely fake. Billions of pesos, investigators say, disappeared into kickbacks. The scandal exploded after a wealthy couple, Sara and Pacifico Bisaya, testified in the Senate. They claimed lawmakers and officials demanded massive payoffs for contracts. Their testimony linked at least 17 legislators and senior public work officials. What started as whispers soon became a roar. From Rizal Park to the EDSA Democracy Monument, students, priests, activists, and ordinary Filipinos came together in some of the largest anti-corruption rallies in years. Police were everywhere. Even the US and Australian embassies warned their citizens to stay away. But not all protests were peaceful. Near the presidential palace, a smaller group armed with clubs and firebombs clashed with police. 70 officers were injured, 49 people were arrested, schools shut down for safety. Authorities still don't know who the masked attackers were or whether they were connected to the main protests. Meanwhile, the scandal has rocked Philippines politics. Two of the country's most powerful lawmakers, Senate President Francis Escudero and House Speaker Martin Romualdez, resigned after their names came up in testimonies. Both deny wrongdoing. Several government engineers have already been dismissed. Bank accounts and properties of those accused are being frozen, but many Filipinos say accountability rarely reaches the top, and at the very top is President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. In July, he himself admitted the scale of corruption during his State of the Nation address. He called it horrible and created an independent commission to investigate. At a press briefing, Marcos said he understood the anger.
But to show that you are enraged, to show that you are angry, to show that you are disappointed, to show that you want justice, to show that you want fairness, what's wrong with that? I want to show that there's justice. I want to show that there is fairness. I want to hold these people accountable just like they do. So I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Not one bit.
But numbers tell the real story. The Department of Finance estimates the Philippines lost 118 billion pesos, nearly $2 billion US, to flood project corruption between 2023 and 2025.